is the ACC on ESPN. And you're watching ESPN College Football on ABC, presented by Tums Gummy Bites. It's the conference opener for NC State and number 21 Clemson in a rivalry that dates all the way back to 1899. Hello, everybody, and welcome. That's returnable. That's the kickoff unit. Covering kicks hasn't had any experience in a game so far this year. They still don't. It's a touchback. Day was their leading wide receiver last year. They still have at least 6 they have faith in. That's Phil Maffa, the running back. Very near the first start, the Georgia game. They missed a layup, and that was the harbinger of things to come. Big hole off the right side for Maffa.
They're picking up that third down conversion.
Wilson Pat Henry's become more and more of a factor, particularly in the run game. Here's Klubnik off to the races. They pick up right where they left off against Appalachian State. 55 yards and a touchdown. Nolan Hooser on for the extra point.
And just a beautiful job here, dialing it up by Garrett Riley. They fake the jet sweep, working right to left, get flow from the linebackers, and they come back with quarterback counter with the guard and the left tackle are blocking and kicking out those linebackers, which allows plenty of room for Cade Klubnik to hit that hole and take off.
Not in a cocky way. His teammates have faith in him, say he's mature beyond his years. They give him a little gimme to Jordan Waters, and the Duke transfer gets the Wolfpack off to a good
Their offensive plan.
Jordan Waters again. He's into Clemson territory and down at the 45. Wes Goodwin in his 3rd year as defensive coordinator. They fake the jet sweep. Bailey had room, but he couldn't get away from Trey Williams. If he had plenty of green grass. And 2 for 3 this afternoon. NC State brought a blitz. Maffa runs right by it. Maffa down the sideline and out of bounds near the 45. Chased out by DK.
A good runner, very patient, extremely powerful, but haven't had huge holes this year. Now he's starting to see some.
Klubnik over the middle. Another wide open receiver and a first down for the Tigers.
But hopefully he'll be able to return to the game.
Second possession for the Tigers. This is 2nd and 6. And a man wide open. A touchdown. Antonio Williams. A 31-yard strike. And they scored touchdowns on their last 10 possessions. Again, freshman from Cornelius, North Carolina. The extra point makes it 14-zip.
And just a great job by Cade Klubnik. You're actually going to see Davin Vann be allowed to kind of rush into the backfield because of the miscommunication between the right tackle Blake Miller and Jake Brenning.
This year from Coastal Carolina, injured in their come-from-behind win last week against Louisiana Tech. Bailey blasted by T.J. Parker. The ball's out and Clemson has it. Cade Denhoff recovered the fumble. Forced by Parker.
What a job by Parker working against the left tackle. Anthony Belton just goes right around. They tried to move C.J. Bailey a little bit to his right, but not enough time for him to be able to locate a receiver downfield, and just a disastrous start, both offensively and defensively from NC State. Their young quarterback puts it on the deck, but my goodness, that's a strength of that team to pass rush.
Klubnik down the seam and a diving catch made by Troy Stellato at the 3-yard line.
Respectively.
Haynes again spun around and stacked up by a proud Wolfpack defense. That's been the hallmark.
Klubnik on the move right here.
Klubnik play fake, and he could not be more wide open. Antonio Williams, his 2nd. recruited kickers in the country. 66 high school field goals, the all-time national record. We have to win the turnover margin. They're -1 now in that area. TJ Parker forced the fumble. Klubnik. CJ Bailey throws, and it is caught. Nice throw with some touch to Keenan Jackson. The first, they've struggled to rush the ball all season long, and that continues so far today. Quick pass, KC Concepcion. The ball ripped out by Avion Terrell, and he picks it up. He's out of bounds back at the 30. As Concepcion had it ripped out by Terrell, the brother of the former Clemson star DB, A.J. Terrell.
And how about the play, too? I mean, he's being blocked by Dakari Collins, somehow is able to break free of that and rips it away from Concepcion, only to go play for Clemson.
And they have Phil Maffa back on the field. He takes the handoff, and he might take it to the house. Touchdown, 38 yards.
It was more about Clemson than it was about App State.
Yeah, we asked Dabble Sweeney about that yesterday because App State did give up 40.
Grabs the jersey and gets him behind the sticks again.
C.J. Bailey has a man open and a completion. Justin Jolie across midfield. Tackled by Sherrod Koval, including 4 against NC State. Bailey's 5 for 5. Bailey is 6 for 6. Dakari Collins, a transfer from Clemson. He played 2 seasons here on the last play for 3 yards for NC State. They bring a blitz, and it works. Sammy Brown, a true freshman, and a 52-yarder last week. First-year starting kicker. He's made all 5 of his kicks so far. This one from 48, very little breeze to speak of. And that one is no good. Wide left.
A good call by the official.
3 of the officials have mine fly cameras today. We'll get some unique vantage points. Klubnik throws incomplete for Troy Stellato. And clearly it's time to change quarterback.
Forcing a couple turnovers, cashing in. Just an incredible start to this game.
Jordan Waters, the running back. He goes out into the pass pattern. Bailey, not disclosed McCall's injury. It is widely speculated he suffered a concussion against Louisiana Tech. Bailey with a flag down, another flag down. Concepcion has the first down if it stands, which is on fire. 3rd down and 1 with Jordan Waters, the running back. And Jordan has the first down. Deep quarter. NC State trying to get on the board. And wide open, it's Jordan Waters with the touchdown. His first touchdown reception as a member of the NC State Wolfpack, and his 3rd TD overall for his new team. It comes from 5 yards. Noah Vine set. Adds the extra point. 9 plays, 71 yards. 4 minutes and 37 seconds. And C.J. Bailey. His first career touchdown pass.
There for Clemson.
Well, the coaches felt he wasn't decisive against Georgia. That was a lot different against App State. Again, different caliber of competition. T.J. Moore, the freshman.
Couldn't get there, but he still drops it in the bucket down the field.
Keith Adams Jr. and a running back. Adam Randall to catch. Tough run after the catch to get the first down with a 3rd here at home, including games against ranked teams. Cade Klubnik 10 out of 13 for 128 and 2 touchdowns. They flip it to the speedy Cole Turner. Cole Turner gets a great block and a touchdown. T.J. Moore, the touchdown point good by Nolan Hooser. Another 75-yard drive in the blink of an eye. 5 plays in a minute 31.
And Tony Gibson, the defense coordinator, kind of ramped up the aggressiveness. They brought a few more pressures here in the second quarter so far. Just beat him around the edge that time. And you referenced it, Sean. Just a tremendous job out at wide receiver by the freshman, T.J. Moore, blocking for as long as he did. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a jersey grab there on the end of the line of scrimmage against Jihad Carter.
And the prolific player at Coastal Carolina passed more than 10,000 yards. There was a very high-profile entrant into the transfer portal. Here's Kendrick Raphael. This offense has had some moments. And that will the running back on 3rd down and 4. Wes Goodwin brings the blitz. Bailey got it off, but short. The throw under duress. Sherrod Koval, the blitzer foremost involved in interrupting. Troy Stellato bounces off a would-be tackler and fights all the way for 9 more. And they'll line up quickly on 2nd down and 2. 3:40 to go in the half. 35-7. Clemson, 5 touchdowns and a punt on offense. More shaky tap.
Unrecognizable for people that have watched this program for a decade plus.
Haynes to the 30. They lead 35-7 at the 2-minute stoppage. And they're poised for more. 2nd down and 5. Keith Adams Jr. The son of halfway through that spring, he tore his other ACL. And missed all of last year. Jay Haynes, touchdown, Clemson. That is 14 touchdowns on 15 possessions. And the 1 punt today, the extra point good by Nolan Hooser.
Just 5 guys in the tackle box for NC State, which means run all day long. They go with the quarterback draw to just get a little bit more separation, and you see the speed. Like, people are anxious, or they're just chomping at the bit to write them off, and yet they're still a relatively young team when you look at some of their key contributors.
They bring the pressure on Bailey, who pulls it down and goes down back at the 15-yard line.
This pocket just completely collapses. A game is called. You have movement and shifting, and they just completely overload the pass protection for NC State. Guys coming around the edge, guys up inside, and another.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 74 spitting on an opponent. That penalty is enforced half the distance to the goal, and number 74 is ejected.
As he should be, if that's what he did.
Clemson, their second, 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 57.
So Noonkester on the punt. Antonio Williams already 2 touchdown receptions and a nifty punt return back to the 27-yard line. A great field position again. T.J. Parker was involved in that play. Here's a screen to Brenningstool. And another first down for Clemson at 1 moment. 2nd and 2. They're at the 8. Maffa has the first down. Didn't get into the end zone. Caden Fordham made the tackle.
Chippy, especially with the frustrations you're seeing from NC State.
11 seconds and the timeout. 2nd and goal from the 3. Klubnik. His receiver Adam Randall got tied up in some. For many after that loss to Georgia, wondered if he was good enough to be the quarterback on a conference championship contending team. Goes that away. He was well aware of the time. Didn't want to miss the opportunity for the field goal.
To forget, this guy has not played a ton of football, and yet he's playing his best football right now in start number 14 or 15.
Nolan Hooser, 2 for 2 at the beginning of his career as the Clemson kicker. That's a 21-yard field goal. Hooser, Clemson legacy. Mom Sherry was a great soccer player, twice an All-American. More from Seminole, Florida. It's a touchback. A moment ago, Molly with Dave Doran.
Yeah, that's right.
Community college in Kansas. Played only 5 snaps in the first 3 games of this season for NC State. Noah Rogers, another one of those.
I imagine they scored a few points last year.
Bailey out wide and a nice tackle. R.J. Mickens dumped Terrell Anderson short of the first. Receivers have caught passes. Troy Stellato went in motion. The handoff went to Maffa, who delivers the blow at the end of the run. An 11-yard pickup as he ran over Jihad Carter.
Lyman off the ball.
Over 100 yards for the second game in a row for Maffa. Klubnik, another man open. More bad tackling, and then Adam on 2nd and 7. Klubnik given a lot of time. Has some running room. And it looks like he picked up the first down. Including that 55-yard touchdown run in the first half, the longest of his career. Trying to follow the lead block of Haynes, but that got stuffed for no gain. They picked up maybe a foot. Maybe trying to drag them offside, and he did. Wow. It's amazing to me, Greg, that happens as often as it does.
It's amazing.
Offside. Defense, number 8. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Exactly what he's trying to do. And if they do, in fact, snap it, stay disciplined and stop the play. Touchdown. Adam Randall joins the touchdown parade. They're over 50 again with 51 in the a field goal and 1 punt. In 9 possessions, they scored on 8 of them. Wide receivers, Wesco and Moore, both in the top 100. The last recruiting class. Flag thrown as Bailey tried to get it to Keenan Jackson, and Jaden Lucas is going to be flagged.
Defense, number 10. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Penalty takes the ball to the 40. 15 from the line of scrimmage. C.J. Bailey designed rollout and a nice throw to Wesley Grimes. Transfer from Wake Forest. Also run. Clemson showing blitz. Bailey down the sideline. Lots of contact there, and another pass interference call upcoming. This one on Shelton Lewis, who had the coverage on Keenan Jackson.
It arrives. So I think Phillip Rivers really opened the door for a lot of folks in that regard.
Another blitz. They're not taking it easy on the freshman in his first start. And there's a third pass interference call as KC Concepcion tried to come back to the ball. And Ashton Hampton, the true freshman out of Tallahassee, another good-looking cornerback at 6'2", 200.
Defense, number 23. 15-yard penalty. An automatic.
20 points allowed against the third, fourth, fifth stringers. There's a walk-in touchdown for Kendrick Raphael. Coach Goodwin in anguish on the 6-yard touchdown run by the sophomore from Naples, Florida.
Just a walk-in, too. I mean, it's one thing if a guy scores, but I mean, this is by far the biggest hole that an NC State ball carrier has seen all day long. So
that's valuable experience that will probably pay dividends down the road as injuries pile up. But Azina executes the fake, throws it out wide to Adam Randall, and another big gainer for the Tigers. Shoved out by Rente Hinton.
Between the two of them,
I would think it might. Keith Adams on second and about a foot, got enough for the first down. Isaiah Shirley on the stop for NC State.
but that's a good rep to evaluate. Still accurate under duress.
They're going to blitz him, and he goes down for a sack. Sean Brown led the way for the Wolfpack defense for a 3-yard loss.
That nose down football is really difficult on the wide receivers to reel it in.
Third down and 12. He got it off quickly. Justin Jolie, it's incomplete. Tyler Venables. Caden Noonkester. Short punt. Cole Turner busy waving the traffic away. Probably wishes he had fielded that on a bounce.
I have a pretty good guess as to where it's going to go.
Here comes a blitz again on Vizina after the penalties took away a 22-yard play. Haynes ankle tackled by Fordham and then kind of threw it.
Yeah, they were very fortunate, but they got some question marks on defense. I wonder if UCLA can maybe try to exploit those.
There's an interception picked off by Ashton Hampton, the freshman, with lots of blockers. A touchdown. The 52 from the offense. Extra point good by Hooser with 32 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And a great job here by Hampton. On the last drive, there were 3 different penalties against Clemson corners where underthrown deep balls resulted in a PI. This time he sees the ball, stops, makes a play on it.
9/11, 2001, running back into the building to help rescue other people. Also available on the ESPN app. Always a very special night at the Heights for the red bandana game. C.J. Bailey on target. Justin Jolie crosses midfield in the battle for the Textile Bowl. Kendrick Raphael threw a big hole, and he's down inside the 30.
Exposure is huge, huge, to be able to get these reps and challenge your depth.
Hollywood Smothers breaks a tackle on the corner, lunging for the pylon. It looked like he got knocked out of bounds just shy of it. 21-yard gain. Smothers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And this is eerily similar to the Clemson game 2 weeks ago, when App State wound up finishing the game at 20 points, playing largely against.
Go.
Kanoa Vine set at just all over everything. David Eziomume is in at running back now as they go even deeper down the depth chart. Nice tackle. Josh Sapp planted by Sean Brown. Hot afternoon here in the upstate of South Carolina on the last day of summer. Temperature into the 90s. Kendrick Raphael down the sideline. They can't get him out of bounds, and finally they do inside the 10. Ricardo Jones, the freshman, was the last line of defense. Stopped it, but it was a gain of 40.
Pretty good job here. This backup offensive line has done a pretty good job. And the running backs, I mean, these are guys that are trying to get more touch.
4 yards rushing now on 10 carries. And a touchdown. DeMarcus Jones is in at running back, and he has a touchdown. So you would not expect an NC State team to pack it.
Getting everybody involved here.
Kanoa Vine set. Adds the extra point. NC State has outscored. Molly McGrath was talking about me. There's a career highlight.
The thing that's amazing, though, it's like you talk to the guys that played back in the day, you know, the guys that, well, for us, I mean, I guess when I played back in the...
Trent Pierman came to Clemson as a walk-on. He's a redshirt sophomore. Eziomume tackled around the legs by Rente Hinton for a 4-yard gain.
Make a living trying in the portal, but it's not like they haven't offered guys and they're just completely eliminating that from the arsenal of trying to evaluate and bring in talent. They'll do it. It just has to be the right guy, and it has to be it. But defensively, it's back to square one. I mean, that to me is their defense from a number standpoint, from a leveraging the football standpoint, from a tackling standpoint.
They're about to become the 14th school in the history of FBS football to win 800 or more games. Marcus Jones the second. Meanwhile, on the other side, North Carolina gave up 50 in a 50-35 loss to Clemson. A historically bad day for a couple of the schools in the state of North Carolina. Lex Thomas runs across the 45 for Lex Thomas over the middle to Marcus Jones to the 40-yard line. Well, it's been a good fourth quarter. This will be 10 straight losses at Clemson for NC State. So they're going to add on another touchdown. Terrell Anderson. A 40-yard score. And plenty of spirit still on the sideline, particularly from the starting quarterback.
Hope that happens for NC State.
Leading the receiving corps with 5 catches and a score. Paul Tyson is the fourth quarterback in. The great grandson of Bear Bryant takes a knee. And there are a lot here in Des Moines. Just a couple of very impressive looking.